was the part of the science now.
Yeah, that's now the part of science. Now, that is what we have said right now. Because even going to the moon and coming back, when people believed it 100%, it was science.
Yeah.
So science have lied to us.
Oh yes, they have. Oh yes.
That is, so science have lied to us.
Yes.
Number two, this I've said science is a study, and science is still studying. And the amount of which science have been able to know about the existence of everything that exists is very small. Tukiongea kuhusu aquatic life, it is less than 5%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The scientists have just said there is a non-physical. Okay, sorry, do you have a way to show us there's another dimension in this life?
Okay, this is what I can tell you. If science cannot prove to us where the origin of everything came from, then why do you expect others to explain to you the origin of God, or where God is, or where He exists? If science is the ultimate,
not trees and animals, they had the trees
common ancestor.
The trees, the animals had common ancestors.
Yes. So what was that ancestor?
In 2024, we have a very good camera.
Yeah.
A very clear camera. A very well, a very clear.
So that is why I'm telling
cameras
you.
that can capture the image of the moon. They can capture very far images.
I can also show the image of you.
Every single UFO, whatever that thing inaonyeshwa, it's just some blurry black and white thing that's moving. The images are the clip is very short.
Okay, there's no.
Why?
I'm not saying that I believe in UFOs.
No, as in, I don't think there are UFOs.
Yeah, there are no UFOs. There are no aliens, and nobody has gone to space. That's my
on the space.
That's on my side.
Yeah, everyone. I think the amount of evidence, people going to space, is just overwhelming. It's just too much evidence. But on the other side, on the one for the moon,
it's also overwhelming.
No. That's not overwhelming.
You know, okay, you think
I don't think
religion and science.
Yes.
Religion and science.
That's what the part of the science now.
Yeah, that's now the part of science. Now, that is what we have said right now. Because even going to the moon and coming back, when people believed it 100%, it was science. So science have lied to us.
Oh yes, they have.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That is, so science have lied to us.
Yes.
Number two, I've said science is a study, and science is still studying. And the amount of which science have been able to know about the existence of everything that exists is very small. Tukiongea kuhusu aquatic life, it is less than 5%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that means science, in fact, if at all now we say that now there's a source of everything, there's a source of everything, science is very far. I think it's like 0.000 point something percent to get to the source of the origin of everything. Yes. And that's why I'm telling you, the name Abba means source.
Now that's a conclusion. You have done zero. You see the amount of times I've just tried to explain. I'm not perfect, and I've tried to explain to you all these things. Then the questions you are bringing up.
Okay, this is what you've explained.
But
and
every
the
single
final
time,
extent is that you say that yes, all energy ilitoka from one form, and I've asked you where did it come from? That one form. You say you don't know.
But
true or false?
Funny
Have
enough,
you said you don't
funny
know?
enough,
Do you know?
I don't know. But funny enough, you know.
I don't know because I've said.
You just told me.
You've asked
this
me.
is a source.
You just asked me.
Yes.
Where did God come from?
No.
And I've said I don't know.
No,
so the same way you don't know where the thing that burned came from, the same way I don't know where God came from. So why is it that you think that mine is a conclusion and yours is not a conclusion? Why?
You just asked me where did this energy come from?
You said you don't know.
But you already have an answer.
I don't
the
have an
source.
answer where God came from, because
No,
God himself
not
is
God
also
came
an
from.
energy.
Not God came from.
Yes.
You just told me there's the source of this everything.
Okay, stop there. And according to you, the source of everything was that thing that banged. True?
No, you see.
No, the source of everything that we see came as a result of that banging, that thing that banged and exploded. True or false?
The Big Bang Theory haisemi ni kitu ilibangisha.
Inasema kitu haikubangisha, kitu ilibang.
It's not something that banged. I think
inasema aje, it is not what happened there. It is not something that banged and exploded.
I think the amount of pressure, the amount of temperature, that now the gravitational whatever ilikuwa hapo, ninasema you see the whole universe was at one point something.
Yes.
And so very high temperature.
Just stop there. Leave alone temperature and high whatever. The whole universe was once something.
One.
According to your idea, once it was one thing. And so that, let's come to that thing now before it is banging. Because the explosion of this thing resulted to all that is. Okay? Now, this thing, where did it come from? Now, the explosion of this thing is a result of all the things that are. True? That means the source of all the things that are is this thing.
Not really.
If water comes from that bucket, what is the source of that water?
Bucket.
It is the bucket. So if there were not Big Bang, if this thing that exploded was not there, nothing could have come from. So this thing is the source of everything that is. Okay? So me, I'm saying that the source of all that is God. Okay? And you are saying that the source of all that is because this thing exploded. So the source of everything that is this.
What is this thing?
I don't know how
the universe.
It is it the universe? No, we have multiverses. We don't have one universe.
No, that's I think ukianza kuingia multiverses now that's
what I'm coming to.
You are just opening a Pandora's box.
Okay, so there is whatever, let's say that thing that ilitoa vitu zote zenye ziko, which we don't know where it came from.
It hasn't been there.
It has never been there. The same way we say God is the source of all that is. So if you ask me where did God come from, I don't know. The same way if I ask you where did that thing come from, you say it has been there. I don't know. You see, this is so. This is a level ground.
No, there is a limit. You see, there is a limit to science. There is a limit. We can only know up to a particular point.
Not just a limit to science. The limit in science is the limitation of man. Man can only know up to a certain point. He can only research and get to know up to a certain point.
Yeah.
So that is the limitation of man. And all men, as much as we want to know where God came from, does he exist, where is he so that I may go, all those things, you understand, is the limitation of the mind of man. There's just a place that the mind of man inafika, and it cannot go beyond that. Do we agree on that? Yeah. So the same way science pia ikifika hapo, because science pia ni man-made, ni man alizindua science. Na so science pia iwezi, kuna place science itaenda na itapita, haiwezi fika hapo. Because all these things ni binadamu walikamwa akasema yenyewe there must be God. Yenyewe, where did this tree come from?
Nayo. You know, there's no man will come up with God.
Now that's when it comes to religion. When we come to religion,
not even religion. There's a particular time that just man will come up akasema maybe there's a God.
No, I'm telling you that in religion, man did not come up with God. You understand? God has always been there. And that's why I asked you about the non-physical world the world of a higher dimension of existence than ours.
Now, do you have a way ya ku come up na formulas ya kutuonyesha there is a higher other than this life we are living, there is a higher
dimension of existence?
Yes.
Now, me as that's why nimekurefer to your own scientists ambao wanasema if they study the non-physical phenomenon. The non-physical phenomenon doesn't mean bacteria or the things you can't see with naked eye, because they are physical, they can be seen with microscope.
Now, and
they are scientists, and they are the ones who say there is a non-physical phenomenon. And if it is a non-physical phenomenon, that means there is a place of its existence. And so from this place of existence of the non-physical phenomenon is where now wanapata the information of coming to the physical phenomenon with great ideas and creating.
Now by them saying there is a non-physical phenomenon,
are they scientists?
Oh yes, they are.
Do you believe in their works?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Now the only problem is by being a non-physical properties or whatever, you've just put God.
This is I was going there. This is where I was going.
Just by a non-physical you've just
I've not even put God. In fact, so far I haven't mentioned God. I have not mentioned God.
Oh yes, you have.
Where?
You have just said at God, God has always been there. As in
the same way you say.
No, not in the.
Yeah.
You say in God people came up with God, and you said in religion, God has always been there.
Yeah.
And you just told me
religion.
the scientists have just said there is a non-physical. Sorry, do you have a way to show us there is another dimension in this life?
Okay, this is what I can tell you. If science cannot prove to us where the origin of everything came from, then why do you expect others to explain to you the origin of God or where God is or where He exists? If science is the ultimate,
no, it isn't. It is just a method.
It is a method.
Yes.
So science is not the ultimate.
No.
So science cannot prove everything.
It can't prove anything.
Thank you.
I can't prove.
That is where now we come up with religion now.
Yes,
because now what you cannot prove,
you cannot put in God.
Don't put God. What you cannot prove, somebody else is trying to go beyond what you cannot prove. And because you cannot prove it, doesn't mean that now you should deny the fact that what he's telling you is right.
Now,
am I right?
No, you umejikula.
No, nimesema hivi.
Just sit on yourself.
If I say, let's say, if I say that there is Gikomba market.
Umesema if science can't prove it, and someone else goes an extra length to try and prove the thing that scientists wameshindwa.
Yes, doesn't mean that this guy is wrong.
Oh yes,
true.
And it doesn't mean the guy is right.
Now, yeah, I'm not saying that it's right. I'm saying it doesn't mean that this guy is right. So because the scientists cannot prove this thing, doesn't mean that anybody else cannot come up and tell them this is what happened. And it does not mean that now science should disapprove everything that they don't know.
No. Science should disapprove it until you prove it.
They haven't disapproved it.
No.
They have only asked questions. In fact, you only ask.
You put up an idea, you support it.
In fact, let me tell you one thing.
If scientists wameshindwa to explain this phenomenon, and you come up and tell us, I know the source of this phenomenon. It's God, and He does this and this and this.
Yeah.
The scientists will not argue with you. They just ask you, can you prove it?
Okay. Even then, they haven't been able to prove it.
You have come up with a conclusion.
Yeah.
And you want them to accept as truth.
And why do they want us to accept theirs?
No one has told you to accept theirs.
But even as no one has told them to
But
accept
then,
theirs.
now,
Nor have we forced anyone to accept.
oh yes.
Yeah.
And that's why it's a free country.
Yeah.
You can believe it if you want.
You can believe
But
it if you want.
It is in truth.
Now, let us go to the fact of creation. You say creation is a theory, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, if you look at that bucket, it is there. If you look at it, somebody made it or something made it, true or false.
Yeah.
So that bucket cannot be there unless it was made.
Yeah.
So the world is there. There must be what? There must be a substance that created the world. True or false? Because the world is there. In fact, not all scientists doesn't believe in existence of God. There are scientists that believe in existence. Even Isaac Newton believed that God existed.
He believed it because angechopiwa kichwa.
But no, that is your own.
No.
There are people even in those days that believe there were not God. There were no God.
And what was the punishment?
No. Not in every sphere of life. Not in every place. Not everywhere. There were places that you could stay with your belief.
No. If at that time,
where was that and when? Where are you?
Isaac Newton alikuwa wapi? That guy was in England.
Yeah, he was in England.
Yes.
Yeah.
At that particular time where he lived, just by the mere saying there is no God,
now
you were parted away with your head.
Not
as in it was certain.
Okay, let me.
So Isaac Newton believing in God, it was not by choice.
It was by choice.
There
is okay. Kuna hii story. I don't know if the kweli ama ni story, because there's a story that one particular day in this meeting of the scientists, Isaac Newton came with the model of the solar system. He made the model of the solar system. Na akaibeba akakuja nayo kwa the hizo meeting of scientists zinaitwaje?
Convention.
Yeah, the convention. Akaiweka hapo. So it was beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. So walikuwa wanakuja, wow, hii kitu ni mzuri. Nani? So finally mmoja aliuliza nani ameijenga? The answer alimjibu is hakuna. Hakuna mtu alijenga hii kitu. So these people walianza kumtaunt. Hii kitu iko hapa, we see it, alafu natuambia kuna mtu, how comes? Alisema ilitokea tu. Unaona? So in your logic, if you see the whole universities and then you say that ilitokea tu, and you can't explain, yet in your clear logic, ukiona kitu anywhere penye iko, una reason that somebody must have made it. If I see a phone, I know that kuna Huawei imetengenezwa China, I know kuna phone imetengenezwa America, I know kuna phone imetengenezwa Japan, and we can know, obvious the moment I see it, I know lazima iwe imetengenezwa. Now the world is existing. Why do we dispute the existence of the one who made it?
No one has disputed that guy. If you can show me. Now, just because
that's why I've told you, you cannot show me the existence of your great grandfather apart from you.
Just a simple thing. This phone, I can show you. I can physically show you that who made it. Even if not by, I can put up some argument on who made it, how it was made. You see?
Yeah.
But on your side, wakati unaniambia ati.
So the fact that this phone is.
It is there.
The person who made it exists.
Yes.
Or existed.
Can I prove it to you? It was made.
No, I don't want you to prove to me.
Yes.
It was made.
Can you prove it to me?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Can you prove it to me? The one was made.
Now this is the question that we started with this question. And I asked you a very simple question. You told me that yes, you cannot show me your great grandfather, yet you can show me that you exist. And the fact that you exist, you come from your great grandfather. True or false? So, and I have told you the fact that I exist and all that we see exists, it points out that there is a maker. There is a maker who made everything that is.
Mm.
So the fact that I cannot dispute that your great-great-great-grandfather existed, I cannot dispute, despite the fact that you cannot prove to me. The same way you cannot dispute the fact that the creator of all that is exists, because I've showed you that the fact that I exist and all that is exists, it is created by the one. The creator is the source of all that.
The fact that you exist only shows that your great grandfather existed.
Yeah.
The lineage of your people existed.
The lineage.
The
lineage of my people existed to the point of my great grandfather. True or false?
Yes.
Which is our source.
Yes.
True or false?
Yes.
But I cannot show them. All of our lineage. I can't.
No. Now, if you're going in that direction, just because you exist,
we've come from a point that everything that I see has a maker. Everything that I can see, including trees, including you, everything that exists
has a maker.
And that's placing tonight. Nataka kukuuliza swali because pia, how does the Big Bang theory relate with evolution theory? Zina relate aje? The Big Bang theory and the evolution theory. Does it zina relate?
Not really. Okay, personally, I'm not very sure. I'm not sure.
So
maybe I can check it out.
So what does evolution theory say?
Evolution is not a theory anymore.
Okay, explain. What does it say?
Evolution is not.
What does it say? Yes.
Evolution. Evolution is evolution theory in a state that every single organism, the organism,
yeah.
They are somehow related, and if we go back in time, we somehow had a similar or one origin. It's only that the pressures of life, the pressures of.
Are you talking about
this evolution, and the other one is adaptation.
No, those are two different things.
And they are conjoined.
They are different. They are related, but they are two different things.
And one leads to another.
Evolution leads to adaptation.
No, adaptation leads to evolution.
Okay. Mimi adaptation.
Adaptation is the father of evolution.
Okay.
We adapt, and what helps us adapt to this particular situation or stimuli in our life, we pass it on to our children. But different to those who are not in the similar situation as us, they don't pass the what we have passed to our generations. So we come up punda milia na the donkeys. They are related, but they're not related.
There's something
There's something that stimulated the donkeys. From the donkeys and the zebras had one
single parent. Yeah.
But somehow
so the donkeys and the zebras had one single parent. The donkeys and the horses had one single parent.
Yes.
So which parent was the first one? Between the donkeys and the zebras and the donkeys?
I think the zebras and the donkeys. I think they all split at almost the same time.
The donkeys and the
zebras, donkeys, and horses.
Donkeys. They. So okay. Let's continue now. Are we in this evolution theory? Do we include trees and grass?
Yeah. Those are also living organisms.
So all of these trees and grass and the human beings, mammals, animals and trees and shrubs and grass, they all have one single ancestor. So it happened that what was that? Was it a tree? Was it a lion? What was that? What was that single answer? Because you said it is a fact. And if you say it is a
Now,
fact,
wakati tunasema evolution of trees and animals, they had the trees
common ancestor.
The trees, the animals had common ancestors.
Yes. So what was that ancestor? Was it a tree?
They were bacteria.
Okay, they were bacteria. So the bacteria that formed the trees, and it was the same one.
Yeah.
The same bacteria.
Yeah.
So it evolved. How did it evolve? Ikakuja ikatoa miti na ikatoa.
We are talking of time, lengthy times, millions.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the time or millions. Kuna msee alisema ati like naona shosho yangu lakini shosho alisema ati nimezaliwa leo na jioni nimezeeka. The process. True. So what I'm saying is I'm not asking about the time. I'm just asking ilikujaje ikakuja ikakuwa miti alafu ikakuwa the father of animals.
Now me is takudanganya.
So you don't know. But now let me know.
Okay, I'm not,
because you said it is a fact.
No,
if it is a fact, you should know.
I'm not into it. If at all you rather need us kwingine, and I will do the research. Okay, I'm very sure there's a way they nini wanasema.
Yeah, wanasema. Na si kila kitu wamesema ni ukweli. And we've said that science pia imetudanganya. So
na pia religion imetudanganya
Wapi? Tell us.
Sababu pia religion imetudanganya.
Okay. Kuna it's like religion, kuna places yenye nimesema vitu ambayo it is not that imedanganya. Watu wametumia religion kujinufaisha. Like kuna watu wametumia religion waka-cause war. Kuna watu wametumia religion waka-earn pesa. Unanipata? So it's not like ni religion nimedanganya, but ni wase wametumia religion kufanya nini?
Nayo imetudanganya.
Yeah.
Hata hizo like hizo theories za nini za creation, hizo stories za Noah, hizo stories za ati, you see the moment umeanza kutuambia ati the Adam, Eve, the creation thing.
But the story of Adam and Eve does not just haiko tu kwa Christian perspective or Muslim perspective or Judaism. It is like the Sumerians, they have the Adams, they have their
every single. So
the Sumerians are not doing it as a religion actually.
No, but every single sect of people wanakuanga na theory ya kwenye wametoka.
But it cannot be a coincidence that both of them wanaenda the same way. Nimesema leave alone the Christians, the Jews and the Muslims. The Sumerians and kuna pia kuna ni more.
What about our locals?
The locals. If we come to the locals, and I think when we talk about religion, we are not talking about spirituality. I hope you know.
Yeah.
So when you talk about our own, the African ways of worship and whatever, the only question that I always ask, the Luos have their own name for their god. You understand? The Kikuyus have their own name for their god. Nanipata. The Maasais too. But the question that comes is only one. If we talk like of the let's say the well-known example is for the Gikuyus, that they had that Guy was. And where did Guy reside?
In the mountain.
On the mountain. He resided on that mountain. Who created that mountain?
Himself.
So he created the mountain, then he resided on the mountain.
He created everything.
It is not the history does not say that he created Ramogi of the Luos. It does not. There is no.
It just says.
It says
God created everything.
No, Guy created Gikuyu na Mombi. Let's start from there. True or false? In fact, he created Gikuyu and Mombi, And Mumbi gave birth to how many daughters?
9.
He did not, Mumbi did not give birth to any son. True or false?
No, true.
So where did the sons that married the daughters came from?
God made them.
It is not written anywhere that Guy made them.
It
It is not. In the Gikuyu lineage, there is nowhere where it is written Guy sat and started creating the men. No, it is not there. It is not there. No. It is not there.
It is.
The same way, you see, the same way is the Luos. They have their own Were or Nyasai. And Were created Ramogi. You understand? Now Ramogi is a man. In your case, Guy created Mumbi and Gikuyu. You understand? Now, God created Ramogi. Nyasai or Were created Ramogi. And then, after creating Ramogi, Nyana came from the waters. The question is, where did this water come from, and where did Nyana come from?
Okay, I think for the African the way of telling the story, it is not as detailed as the ones in the Bible. If it was given that thought, you see, these things were just all I told.
Yes.
Until one day a guy came up with a book, and he told me, here is the actual truth.
No, he did not tell you here.
No.
Because
he convinced us this is truth.
How do you think? Who do you think did that?
Okay, the religion, whatever the Abrahamic religions.
Who did that? Who told us that now this is right and this is wrong?
Colonizers.
But in Africa, the Christianity, the Orthodox Bible in Ethiopia is older than the Bible that we are reading today.
Yeah.
True or false?
Yes.
In fact, the Orthodox religion is older than the British.
So it was far-fetched.
It has not been far-fetched. Because if we say so, I'm trying to put it.
Whatever, the Israelites and whatever, that place, Mesopotamia there, you see? And it was through trade, through intermingling of people. Those stories, those information, those writings were later up to Ethiopia. I'm very sure it even went far.
Are there some facts in the Bible? Historically,
yes.
They are there in the Bible.
Yes.
They are proven. They are.
Yes.
So
places in the Bible.
As much as there are those that we cannot identify with, we cannot prove, there are those. In fact, many of them are those that are provable. True or false. Yes. So the Bible, most part of it is a fact.
Yes. The places.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
And some of the events too are facts.
The events are lost. The events are more of orally told. So we can't really tell.
No. Okay. There are writings that are ancient. There are some ancient languages. There are ancient people who used to write.
Yes.
Their history down. They used to write their history down.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like the Jews used to write their histories down. And not just the Jews, even nimeongea kuhusu the Sumerians. They used to write. They had, in fact, kuna some of the writings zenye ziwezi kuwa coded. Wameshinda wase kucode.
The language is totally lost.
So that means writing ilikuwa. They used to write. Ushanipata. So it is not just telling. It is not orature. It is even writings. They are writing them and they are handing them over to the next generation, because some of them are many years even before Christ came. Yes. Many years, thousands of years. So that means that the Bible is logically like, if it is not 100%, let's say around 70% right.
Events or places? Places, yeah.
Whether anything,
Events more.
Like which event do you know?
Almost all of them.
Gani, which one? The death of Jesus Christ?
That's one.
No, that is for a fact. In fact, it is not only the Bible that says about the death of Jesus Christ.
You see, if you go to details of events in the Bible that are wrong, we can just toss the whole book down. Because I can for sure tell you, there were no Tower of Babels.
The Tower of Babel was there. It's not only written in the Bible. There are other histories apart from the Bible. No, it is you that say no, but I'm telling you there are other evidences that prove of a tower. In fact, anyway, that's for another day.
There were no towers.
There was a Tower of Babel.
There were no worldwide floods.
There were worldwide flood proof. In fact, not only in the Bible, even the Sumerians record of a worldwide flood.
But the Mayans,
they proof of the worldwide flood.
You see, worldwide. You see, right now, worldwide is worldwide. Then, worldwide was local.
But they saw what they saw. In fact, you think that today the technology we have is superior than the one that was then.
It isn't.
It isn't. Then there must have been technology that must have been superior than ours.
No.
Yeah.
That's theory.
Yes. It is not theory. It is true.
No, it
is true.
It's not true.
Yeah.
You just
let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
You can't just say they had better technology than us.
Let me give you an
That's a fact.
Let me give you let me just give you an example. By the way, kuna video nimepost kuhusu the pyramids of Egypt. The pyramids of Egypt, during that time, if the technology did not have was superior than ours, why haven't they come with the ways of how they were able to move those huge rocks into place? They are geometrically straight lines. You understand? Until they are building such a huge thing, even today, it is hard to create such kind of great pyramids with the current technology that we have. The scientists say
we can build.
You cannot. Scientists have said they have even tried. Even now, you cannot.
Bro,
how can you build them?
Pyramid.
Yes. And I'll show you. Go to history, and that's why there's a channel.
With the current technology, we can even create bigger pyramids.
But then,
at least be sure we have better technology now.
We have. It's not just about building.
No.
It is about even the cements, the joints, the cements used in joining the chemicals used in those cements, as ijulikani hadi saizi.
Okay.
You can
first of all. Okay. Nakwambia. The pyramid was not the icon of architecture then.
I'm not saying
it was
not.
It was not the
thing.
I built a pyramid. It's everything. People build a lot of things then.
Yes. Now I've said, let me give you an example. That means there are other examples.
Yes. So the pyramid, first of all, is the most stable shape unaweza jenga. It's the most stable.
It is the most stable shape unaweza jenga.
Back then, they built walijenga a lot of
steps. Yes.
But due to the length of time, wear and tear, these others have deteriorated.
Why is it that the pyramids have not deteriorated?
It is the most stable form of.
Yeah, it is the most stable shape.
Yes.
Okay, Mimi sisemi about the most stable shape. I'm talking about the way it is built. You said that you can build it with the modern technology.
Yeah.
But now I'm telling you, even now, and I'm showing you, kuna channel inaitwa History. Enda uso scientists talking about the pyramids. Nimekuambia hadi the adhesive used to stick those stones together, vile tunatumianga smiti na mchanga na nini. They don't know. In fact, smiti kuna nyumba zimejengwa na nyumba zikijengwa zinapeanangwa years. Hizi nyumba zinaweza last how long they can last, because cement itself cannot last long. Kuna time itafika iishe nguvu. True.
I think for the pyramid, they really did count on the adhesive part.
They counted. They counted because the adhesiveness. They counted on it because the stones had to be stuck together. They were not just piling stones.
But have you seen the size of the stones?
Yeah.
The mere weight of that stone. The adhesive maybe hata ingeisha with time
it did not wanasema it is there, and even if they study wakachukua hizo particles, they don't know what they used to create that hiyo sijui ni hiyo smiti yao. They don't know hadi na hii technology na tunatumia saa hizi. So how can you tell me that then they had that technology, how to make that thing which even today hatuwezi decode ni nini hadi wa leo, and then you tell me that you have better technology than them?
We do have the better technology.
It's just you saying, but you can't prove it.
We can't prove it.
Where? The most ancient
can they build the Burj Khalifa?
If they build the pyramid, they can build the Burj Khalifa. Yeah.
They could.
Yeah, they could.
Okay.
Yeah, they could. If they build the pyramid.
The pyramid, mean as I said, it's just council. It's
okay. Secondly,
massive size and shape.
Okay.
That's the pyramid.
Second, leave alone even the technology. The purpose of the pyramids
were burial sites.
It is not burial sites.
It was.
That's why if you ukitafuta about, unaona Nikola Tesla alikuwa anataka alikuja na idea ya kutengeneza universal energy. Wireless universal energy. Ushanipata. Na yeye alikuja na in fact vitu zenye alikuwa ground, the coppers and whatever, exact vile alikuwa na zile walizipata chini, the underground ya pyramid unazipata. Then ndio nakwambia, unaona hiyo if you go to the channel ya history, if you go to that channel ya history, unaona nakwambia not even religious people they are scientists when you wanna describe vile those things could be used to generate electrical energy.
I think
not just
I think there's more than meets the eye, because
ukisema they were tombs for pharaohs, hakuna, there is no mwili ya pharaoh imepatikana ndani ya the tombs, ndani ya the pyramids hata moja. Because if they were tombs, tungepata at least
okay.
Yeah.
The Egyptians and their tombs and okay. I am saying
we're not talking about the Egyptians and the tombs. We are saying
the pyramid.
That there might have been higher technology in those days than the one we have today. That's what I'm saying.
No, we do have better technology.
There might have been, because if many things, if the pyramids themselves right now ni kitu yenye it cannot be explained. Wanatuambia ni tombs za pharaoh, hakuna mwili shaipatikana pale ndani. So if you say
then what was the purpose of the pyramid kulingana na wewe?
Si kulingana na mimi. Kulingana na evidence yenye imetolewa. They were a source of electricity. They were electric generators. Ambapo unaona hizi obelisk unazielewa pia. They were also zilikuwa zina transmit to the obelisk, alafu obelisk ndio zina transmit to the people. Na nielewa. Kuna vile wana explain kwa hiyo samo. I'll show you, by there I'll show you. Ni vile niliekanga kwa channel alafu wakaitoa juu walisema ni nini? Walisema ni
misleading.
Not misleading. Walisema ni copyright. Yeah. Actually ukiona kwa hivyo video nimeweka, kuna moja wamekataa na reason ni copyright.
You took the video yote ama
si yote, part of it nilichukua part of it. Singechukua yote, nilichukua part of it alafu nikaedit nikaeka kwa hiyo section nilikuwa na explain. So iko kwa hiyo section.
Akasema ni copy.
It take time kuna check, ukiupload kuna place wana check. So when they were checking it take time, alafu finally wakaniambia ni copyrighted haiwezi. So ndio nikatoa hiyo part kwa video nika-upload hiyo ingine bila hiyo part ya hiyo video. Nika go through. So yeah, I think according to me this technology tuko nayo it comes from somewhere. Na the same place yenye technology tuko nayo it comes from, according to Tesla mwenye alisema if we study the non-physical phenomenon, there are people who knew about that in the ancient days and they studied and they came up with these things that we know today. Yes. Yeah. So finally tukimalizia between wewe you believe science ama religion?
Science as in what do you
Gani
mean
iko
by
na
that?
weight on you kushinda ingine.
I think science has more weight.
Science has more weight.
It has weight.
It has more weight than religion. So if religion, tukiangalia aspect ya religion na science, according to you, which one may create a lot of negativity in the world?
Science and religion.
Yeah.
Religion.
Aje.
Every single war that humanity has fought.
But science created the weapons for the world.
Yes.
So that means
so
it is not religion,
what
it is man. Man used religion to fight another man.
No.
Yeah.
Religion is the fuel, is the source of all conflicts.
It is not the source.
Not all.
Man, because, okay, when you say it's religion, let's say like Christianity itself, kuna time Catholics walikuwa na war other Christians.
Yes.
True or false?
Yes.
So, they were killing, these were Christians. So it was just ni mtu tu mwenye alikuwa na his own.
Now, what did they use to kill them? Swords.
But swords lazima.
Swords.
Making sword, my friend.
It is scientific.
It's scientific,
yes.
Yeah.
So, is it also what's causing this war? What's causing this problem? Is it the sword or the idea?
It is a man who comes up with an idea on how to destroy another man in the name of religion. So, I will kill my friend if I want to kill him, but for it to appear as if it is good, I will make him appear bad. You understand?
I think it's the other way around. Is the religion that tell you, let's create chaos, let's fight this war. And then you ask ourselves, what tools will we use? Tungetumia mawe. Mawe are perfectly
Let me
natural.
tell you.
For example, if we were using stones and sticks, stones and sticks, but the same idea of religion, science in engineering,
it is still scientific.
How?
Vile unainua hiyo it is still scientific.
No.
Anyway, okay.
But science
created weapons.
No.
Right now,
science,
if world war itatokea saa hizi, if world war itatokea saa hizi, watu watatumia
nini itakosa?
Ngoja, watu watatumia weapons, virus. Mtu akirusha virusi ya virus, tuseme virusi ya Ebola mahali.
People die.
Yeah. Science will create viruses, but in the laboratories as weapons.
What is the cause of the war?
Tribalism inaweza cause war. Ushanipata. The war between the Jews and the Arabs si religious. It is about property. Yeah, ni about hii property ni yetu au wanasema hii property ni yetu. In fact, hii property yenye tuko nayo inafaa kuwa kubwa sana, ni nyinyi mko na ingine kubwa yetu. Nao wanasema hii place ni yetu mlitupata hapa. So they fight. So that is not religious. Turkey and Russia wanna fight. It is not religious.
Ukraine.
Yeah, Turkey and Ukraine and Russia, they are fighting. It is not religious. Unaona? Is it?
No, it's not religious.
So that's a proof that it's not religion.
But
give me one that was religious.
The Crusades.
The Crusaders. Now, hapo itatupeleka kwa another history very different from what we know actually. Itatupeleka from a very large history.
The Crusades were religious.
It was not okay. Let me tell you. Defending Jerusalem was not 100% religious. And that's why unafaa kuenda kutafuta the origin of the monks, the origin of the Knight Templars, and kwa nini walienda Jerusalem and why they were defending Jerusalem. And that's when you will understand that the Crusaders,
religion has never caused war.
It is not religion. I've said that man wanted something, but he used religion to get it. Unanipata? And even the Knight Templars, when waliona,
so tunasema the causes of war problems are men.
They are men. Okay. Yeah. That's why nimekupeleka mzuri.
Religion gives you the need. Science gives you the tool. Religion gives you the reason.
Religion gives you
the reason.
The reason.
I am killing you because you are Muslim.
I am
killing you because you are a Christian.
Religion does not give you a reason. What religion gives you is a name for your war.
Justification.
Like the Muslim.
Justification.
Yeah. Like the jihad wars.
Yes.
The Muslims, they say those people are not, no, we don't do that, we don't kill like that. Yet those ones that say we are Muslims and we are fighting for Allah. You understand?
Yes.
But they know what they want.
Yes.
So
religion has just given them a justification.
Yeah, that's the term, a justification.
Science, on the other hand, has just given them
the
tools and the method.
And the method.
So the problem here is
the problem is not religion.
And the problem is not science.
The problem, what if science did not come up with all these hizi bunduki za kulipua watu,
but we would still have killed each other
with the stones?
Oh yes.
It would not have been as brutal as killing somebody with a bomb.
So I think the problem here is religion.
It's not religion. We just said it is not religion.
Science.
It is neither science nor religion.
Science just gives you
the weapons.
The weapons.
Yeah.
And the advancement of weapons.
And the advantage of winning the war.
Yes.
So if I don't have science, anyway, I've not said that we should not have science.
No.
Because science itself is the study. And kuna vitu mob science may advance in life, like medicine na nini, because tene watu walikuwa nakufa young, walikuwa nakufa hata young, but nowadays mtu anaweza live long na live healthy. Because science will introduce nini, some medicines, and ikaprove kuna way of life unaweza ishi, and why people wanakufa mapema, unaona, because of science. So I'm not saying that science is mbaya, but what makes science or religion bad ni men, selfishness of men.
So the problem is men.
The problem is science, the problem is religion, the problem is men.
Nitafute siku ingine.
Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Tafadhali subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Manze, view the contents. Na vile nilisema on Wednesday, we are having every Wednesday kuna live. Please watch, manze. Tell a friend, tag and share. Hey, your parting shot.
There's more than it meets the eye. Every single day, learn more, debate. Be open-minded.
Yeah.
There is a lot. Si mama yako tu anajua kupika. Ukitoka huko nje utapata watu wanajua kufanya hizo vitu.
Yeah.
We are not the best. I'm not the best. You're not the best.
That's the best.
So after you can, I encourage everyone asome more, a view. Na usiende na roho usiende machungu. Just go open-minded, open-hearted. If you learn, well and good.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to learn, you can just stick to your, and no one will question you. No one will.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No.
Ukitoka sasa ufike kwa mlango upate shosho yako mwenye alikufa amekubebea.
These are mental.
Na anakufuata na kuita hizo. Na ingie kwa nyumba kai kwa kiti.
Mental.
Utasema ni mental.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for watching.